Hello, everyone. It's your mom, friend Kathleen here, and I'm so glad you're tuning in. I'm so excited about this episode. So let's just get started. You will see me read some notes because I actually prepared this episode a little bit because I just didn't want to mess it up in a way. So just let's start. What we're going to talk about is what I call living in the bridge when you're actually in the transformation process. You're not the old person anymore that you used to be, but you're not yet the new one. And kind of in the middle, it can feel very chaotic and very messy. As a story from myself right now, I felt I was doing so well. Just like if I look at my last months, there was just pure expansion. I was creating the podcast, I was working, and everything was flowing. Things came so naturally. I knew what I needed to do. I got the support, I got the help, I got it done. And then last weekend, we had a celebration. So there was a big party, so to say. And it hit me hard. Something there was not aligned, was not right, and it just derailed me. And what did I do? It was my typical habits. I went back to emotional eating. I kind of felt like I had to just eat. And with that came for me shame again. And with that, it started all about self doubt. And I pretty much slipped back into old patterns. And maybe you know that place too. Because in that bridge between these two places, it's almost like there are two parts in us wrestling in this bridge between who we are and who we are becoming. And this weekend brought up a lot of stuff. I could really reflect. I had a coach talking me through this, and it was really, really remarkable what came out for me and what I learned and the growth I am actually taking away from it. But let's talk a little bit about that old version, or shall we can call it the problem actually. We all will hit resistance. Our growth is absolutely natural. For me, it was the past week. Because what happens is we have this comfort zone, and that's that space around us. And of course, if we want to increase that comfort zone and make that space bigger, we have to step outside what's comfortable for us now. And that makes our nervous system completely freak out. Then our nervous system always will choose and want safety. And to keep us safe, it means keeping us stuck or where we are. I'm using the word stuck, it doesn't need to be, but it keeps us with familiar, it keeps us what is common for us, where we feel safe. So in a way, you can also use the words that the ego whispers, go back, this is uncomfortable, this is getting too much. And for everyone, this problem can come in so many ways. It can be an illness, it can be a sickness, it can be an injury, it can be burnout, anxiety, or the pressure to try and be everything and you just feel like failing. And that is actually when you start being in that bridge, moving away from your old comfort zone, from your old space into the new space. You feel like failing because things feel like they're falling apart. Things just don't work anymore. They don't flow. But we haven't. We're not failing. We haven't done anything wrong. We're just in that growth period. And we have to walk the bridge. We have to extend our comfort zone. And our nervous system needs to get comfortable in what that new you, that new space actually really feels like. And so let's talk a bit more about the bridge. It's the space between the old self and the future self. And that how long this transformation and transition takes, that depends, of course, always how big is the change. It can be very short, it can be very long, we just don't know. And this is also where the saying is coming from, lean into the unknown, get comfortable in the uncomfortable. We need to trust the unknown to actually be able to walk over the bridge because we just don't know that area yet. It is uncomfortable, it's tender, and it's where all the magic happens. And we need to trust. This is the place truly for us to lean in and trust. This is where the magic is happening. This is where we're shedding, we're healing, we're remembering who we truly are. The bridge often isn't the problem, but trying to rush through it is. Had a coach a long time ago, and we were talking about depression, and she was using this metaphor of this pressure cooker. You're trying to press something down, and eventually it just goes, phew, and it's a teaching, and we have the choice to walk that bridge, to lean into the unknown, to trust it, and to come from a place of love. Or we're staying stuck in the old patterns, knowing that they don't suit us anymore. And as I was going through that transition, like I said, this weekend kind of brought everything up. I had so many mind-blowing realizations about so many topics, to see more clear now, but also to let go a lot of my old layers. And I remember yesterday when I was really feeling uncomfortable and itchy and cringy, and it was uncomfortable as hell. And I asked for a sign. I said, give me a clear sign I'm on track, that it's okay to feel like this. And yes, so I wanted a sign. So, and in the night, I was lying down in bed. And I closed my eyes. And in that moment, I closed my eyes. I saw this snake. Not just the snake, I saw this head straight looking at me with these big eyes, the tongue out. And the first moment I was like, oh my gosh, no, no, no. And then I was like, no, it's safe, it's good, it's here, this is my sign. And so this morning I Googled, what does a snake mean? And I already knew it means transformation, because a snake is shedding its skin. What I didn't know, it's actually also standing for a lot of feminine energy. If you look into Kundalini yoga, it's a lot of femininity. It means a lot of wisdom and rebirth. And I was like, wow, like that is such a beautiful sign. So I really, if you are in this transition, ask for a sign and see what comes up. And the next thing is, I was dreaming something throughout the night, and I don't remember the whole dream, but somehow I remember there was a fox. And the fox is something that is clever, it's persistent, can be a little bit of a trickster, and he just didn't want to leave. I remember that one. I was like, I wasn't afraid of it, but I just wanted the fox to leave, and he didn't. And I was shushing him and to go away, please. So the fox can be your ego, it can be a trickster, but it can also be a guide. And I wanted him to be gone. And I feel he came to teach me and showed me still what there is to resolve. And if I took all these symbols together, for me, they were the message. It's safe to change. And I want to give that message on to you. It's as hard as the transition might feel, as uncomfortable it is to shed your skin, to grow your comfort zone, it is safe to change. And I truly believe that what is coming on the other side of that uncomfortable change will make it all worth it. So, but if you feel like a little bit you're in that transition space, what can we do to actually live in that bridge? Yes, the first thing is, of course, we have to acknowledge it. And truly also, and this I want to say really out loud, this isn't failure, it's process. This is big, because I felt like failure after this weekend. I was like, everything came up and I was like, am I doing everything wrong? No, it's process, and it's kind of things cracking up and coming. It's not even a breakdown, it's more like a breakthrough, but it felt to me in that moment like a breakdown. And then that's the next thing. We just have to feel it. We can't numb them out. I'm really here. Not the best role model, but I'm work in progress to really feel it. Let the emotion go through you. Don't numb them out. Or if you are sick, illness, feel the pain and listen to what it has actually to tell you. There is a message for you there. Don't numb it. Pain is information. It's not punishment. So if you turn that cycle around and you look at whatever you have, anxiety, sleeplessness, burnout, take it as information rather than as punishment or failure. And then there's one gift you have, and that's your breath. We're taking it for granted. We're never giving it the attention it deserves, but we're living because we're breathing. So one moment at a time, go back to your breath, center in your breath. I have been doing so much breathing in the last couple of days just to kind of settle and feeling safe again. And your breath will get you back to feeling safe, to calm your nervous system, because that's what we need to do while we're walking the bridge. And your breath is definitely a tool. And if you're not sure where you're standing, and if you're on the right track, you can ask for a sign like I did, but also ask your 80-year-old self. And then if you see your 80-year-old self, when you close your eyes and you see that, ask her, if you take this action or if you do something, will she get stronger and more energetic, or will she feel weak? If you take that action, if you stay sick and you're not looking at why you're sick and what's going on, then your 80-year-old self will be weaker. But if you're taking that pain as information and taking that as the vehicle for transformation, and you trust that the other side is better, your 80 years old will be stronger. She wouldn't play it safe. She'd probably say, go for it, feel it, because the other side is so cooler, or when your comfort zone is expanded, it's just amazing. She'd probably tell you right now, keep going, trust yourself, lean into the process, and be proud for every single step you take, or shall we say, with every single breath you take. So this is what I want to talk about, this whole bridge thing, because it does feel so uncomfortable and often also so untangible. And I think many of us get stuck here. And I felt really compelled to share this, not so much because it's mine and that's what I'm going through, but maybe because exactly for that reason, because I'm in it. I'm talking to so many other mothers right now who are exactly in a similar situation. A situation of transformation. Some of them don't even know it yet. Some of them know it and have their own struggles with it. And so I felt really, I want to share this with you. And if you know anyone who goes through the same, and you see it that they might need some help, just please share this with you. So if it can help anyone, it would make me so, so happy. And if this resonates with you and you say, there was something in it, let this be your sign that you're on the right path, that you're not lost. You are in the becoming, on the becoming of that new version. This bridge, it's sacred, it's special. The snake says, keep evolving, shed this layer. And if there's another layer, keep on shedding. And trust your soul, trust your spirit. Your future self is already waiting for you and already celebrating you. So stay with it, you're crossing, and let's cross it together. And here I want to finish from one Wild Mama to the other. Let's keep growing and glowing together.